Hello, everyone. This is Realtor Linda Peltz. Today, I'm here with Emmanuel. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and he's going to tell you all about lending. Emmanuel, take it away.
Hello, my name is Echavez. I work for Western Pioneer Financial. I'm a lending officer here. Our address is 990 East Alluvial Avenue, Suite 103. It's pretty much Palm and Alluvial. If you know the area here in Fresno, I'm a
I was
local.
just over there.
A lot of good restaurants around here. So,
Yeah, well, I was over at Plaza Title, actually. I spend a lot of time between the lending offices and the title companies. So.
correct. I've been doing this for a little while, and I'm here to help out the needs of not only our clients, our customers, but also the realtors, our realtor partners. I want to make sure that we meet their expectations and exceed them as well. So we have a meeting before we actually, go into partnership to be transparent with our expectations and where or what we can actually provide and assist
So
with.
important because we actually become a team once we get in on these projects. You are my support and I am your support. So we
Right.
are a team at that point. So we have to count on each other and rely that it's going to be done.
Correct. So let me bring up an example real quick of one of the presentations that we have for our clientele. Let's see here. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Wonderful.
Second. We're sharing. Okay.
And we are good.
Perfect. So we have this presentation for our home buyers, our future home buyers, because as you know, um, while they may know some of the process, there's still some of the process that is still foreign to them. And that's up to us as loan officers and as real estate agents to ease that those nerves that our clients have. So we have this presentation, we bring them in, it's at no charge, it's all complimentary, and we go through all the steps. So we start with your home buying journey here at Western Pioneer Financial. We'll go into the mortgage process on what to start expecting. We also go into supporting documents that they will be needing. Most of the time they're like, yo, I got it. I have this much money in my bank. That's great, but there's also more information that they need and we need to get them
Yep.
pre-approved, get them that DU, right? So as we scroll down through here, this is other supporting documents that they will also need. For example, self-employed and or rental income, retirement, social security, award letters, child support, alimony, little things that aren't really thought about when you're going through the process, but these are additional documents that we will need, that we might need. So we want to make sure that we bring them up and get them ready for it. Nobody likes to get blindsided, right?
No.
So
And you can
all
do two identical homes and it's going to be very different on the backside, and you are part of that because everybody's life is different. So everything in their life has to be tailored for them. So there'll be two very different transactions because of that. Not everybody has all this, and yet some of them have other things. So you're basically proving their income and proving their debt is all you're doing. So you have to kind of think about what's in their background, and that's what you're going to be proving, and it may be totally different for somebody else.
correct. And this process can be overwhelming at times, but it is up to us. And this is one thing that we do very well here at Western Pioneer Financial is that we take that overwhelming feeling away from not only our realtors, but also our clients, primarily our clients. That way they have that peace. And we tell them, we'll do the number crunching, the not so fun stuff, so that way you and your realtor can go out and do the fun stuff of shopping for your dream home. And then as we continue through the presentation, we'll go into other things, like 401k, bankruptcies, residency. But then we also give them examples of what certain loans may look like. And then we also ask them if they know what their credit scores are. A lot of people look at these third party like apps that are out there and check their credit
Sure.
score.
Credit
And
Karma and some of
Credit
those.
card, correct. And that's good. That's good because it gets you in the ballpark. It gets you in the ballpark. But then we
You
started
use an actual different type of credit score, but it's still, like you said, kind of gets them in the ballpark to where at least you kind of know where you're looking at
exactly.
before you take the next steps and actually pull their credit or anything.
Correct. So then we start, looking at all that. But then when we sit them down with us, we'll actually run their credit. We'll look at everything and we explain how we choose their credit score. So when we started explaining that, we actually give them a nice little chart on how we actually explain that. So if it's husband and wife, or, if it's two individuals that are, going on the loan, we explain to them, what we're looking at on their credit score and which credit score we're actually going to pick up. And then this is all, because I'm like, I have a, 750, perfect, But then when we pull my credit score, it's like, hey, we have to get the middle, and we explain those little details. So, but we try to do the best we can, and it's here in our office. We'll sit them down and we'll go through everything step by step as well. And then we also break down the 5 major categories when it comes down to credit as well. Um, and then we go into closing costs. We'll go into acceptable sources of funding. We'll go into gift funds, because sometimes they're like, I have $10,000 in my sock drawer. Can I use it? So then we start explaining those things of, yeah, you can use it, but it has to be sourced. So we start explaining all those
I
things.
think that's a hard one for them. I mean, I think a lot of especially our older generation, cash is cash. And it's like, well, not in our world. You have to be able to verify where you got that from, but it
Yeah,
has a lot to do with the drug laws and different things, just trying to
correct.
protect them. It really is protection for you people.
Exactly, exactly. So we go through the whole entire process of how to receive a gift, and what documents need to be supported there to actually support the gift. And then we go into using 401k funds. Sometimes, there's different laws with the 401k, and you can pull 50%, you can pull 100%, you can only pull a certain percentage. So that's why we're here as well. We're here to help out your customers and in understanding the different policies that their retirement accounts have. So we'll go over that. 30-day bank activity. This is part of the documents that we'll be needing to get them approved for a loan as well. And as we go through this, there's a lot of questions that come up. There's a lot of questions that come up, not from our clients as well. And we do the best that we can to answer every single one of their questions. And if our answer's still not quite clear, we'll figure out a different way to answer that question as well. And then the loan process, we'll kind of do a quick overview of get pre-approved, start your shopping for a home, and submit offers, get your offer accepted, and open escrow, which is fun, the fun part. And then submit your file to set up processing all the way down to order your appraisal, and then receive a copy of your appraisal report. And then it just continues all the way till you receive your keys. So this is the PowerPoint that we have for and it keeps going a little bit more because we value our customers' time, and we value our customers, and we want to make sure that we give them the most value of their time. So we want to make sure that we're clear, transparent, and we give them clear expectations of where they need to go. So that
Well,
way
and
they
I
have
think
a
the
plan.
big thing is they just feel comfortable.
Correct.
They feel it's something they've never done before, and they need to feel comfortable that going through the process and not feeling maybe mistrust or
Yeah.
any of that things that goes with such a large decision. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to have peace of mind knowing that we are there in your corner. We will, number one, answer any of your questions, but number two, we are looking out for you. We're not going to intentionally ever do anything to hurt you. We're going to try to protect you. So, and
Right.
that's our job.
And there's some times where we have the meetings with our customers and our realtors where they're not quite ready yet. But that's where we develop a plan for them so that way they can become ready. So we actually set up a plan for them and a time frame and a goal so that way they can get there and get through the process as well. One thing that was told to me when I was younger was we never planned to fail, we just failed to plan.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that we give them a good plan, great goals, achievable goals, and that way they can get into their dream home.
And I think sometimes, especially maybe some of the younger ones have this misillusion that it's an immediate thing, and it's not. When you're preparing to purchase a home, such a large purchase like that, sometimes it takes, depending on the individual, it might take 6 weeks, but it might also take 6 months. It might even take
Right.
6 years if, we're having to take baby steps, in order to guide them. So it's not an immediate boom. And then once you say, yes, I want that house, that's not an immediate, everything takes a
Right.
little time. So you're
Right.
going to be in our lives for a while.
We'll have lunch together. We'll have dinner. We'll
We're
talk
kind
about
of right
different.
there. We become
Yeah,
part of the family for just a bit.
exactly. Exactly. And that's what we do for our customers. But with our realtors, our realtor partners, we want to make sure that we have this transparency and we have clear expectations with our realtors as well, which is our closing times. We have a process in which we have loan processors that aid us to streamline the whole entire loan through the process. So that way, at the very beginning, when we get our clients pre-approved, we start looking at potential hurdles or speed bumps that are going to be coming down the road, and we address those right out of the hole. So we make sure that we address those so that way down the road, they don't become an issue. For example, if you see a small fire, let's put it out, right? We don't
Mhm.
want a big fire down the road. We don't want that
Communication,
communication.
terribly important between the two of us.
Correct. That is
Very important.
key. Yeah. So clear expectations on that. And also right now we have a unique correspondence with a wholesaler that our Western Pioneer Financial has, which allows us to be very extremely competitive in the market right now with rates. So that's another thing that we have available for our customers, which is amazing for our realtors because now you're able to look at a larger loan with you get more value for your dollar with a lower interest rate. So
Wonderful. You have a bigger pool of loan types that you can pull in and different things.
correct, correct.
Wonderful.
Especially in a competitive market like this, you're looking at, wanting to have a shorter amount of time with closing and make sure we streamline it, remove all those obstacles out of the way. And that's what we're here for. We have a team that's ready to service each account.
Now, do you prep the buyers basically all the way through underwriting? So all we have to do is kind of plug in a home. Is that what you're
Yep.
kind of working towards? Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
important because right now most homes will have at least one cash offer on it.
Right.
And the only way to beat those cash offers or get up and over them is shorten our closing times and work on our contingencies. We have to make sure those loans there is not going to be any problem with them. They are going through just like a cash offer would be. So very
Correct.
important.
Yeah, you want to become a strong buyer, and that's what we're here for, to create strong buyers.
Definitely.
Um,
Sounds wonderful. Do you have anything else you'd like to share? Now, keep in mind, we're going to put all your contact information down below. We're going to do some articles up here and get all that information out. So, do you have anything else you'd kind of like to share before we close off or?
yeah, go through the process. give us a call. Let us know when you guys can come in and start the process, and we'll go ahead and get you through the process, get you pre-approved, so that way you can go and do the fun part, go and go shopping for your dream home. And also, we had mentioned about certain documents that we send along the way. We'll send videos, we'll send clips, we'll send reminders. After you get pre-approved, there's certain things that as a consumer you should not be doing. Running your credit,
Good
buying a
point.
car, buying new furniture. There's certain things that just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. And
Patience, patience,
patience
all
is
in good time.
correct. So we want to make sure that that those things do not occur, so that way we become successful in our home buying process. And we'll send all those reminders all the way through their mobile devices or through email as well. So
Whatever their best communication is. Yeah,
exactly.
perfect.
Yep.
That's
But
good to hear.
yep. Thank you very much for having me here.
Thanks for joining me. It was fun, and we'll get all this information out and we'll be in contact.
Perfect. Thank you very much. You have a great
Thank
day.
you. Have a wonderful day.